Hi everyone, this is MJ Kim, MJTV. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this time, I'm gonna start to make a video, at least a 2 weeks basis, and all the features of Ubuntu and how you're gonna use the powerful application about Ubuntu. So I'm gonna make a series like this, and then how you utilize your Ubuntu uh, things in your general life. So if you like my idea, just have a subscription, so I will release the video update every 2 weeks. So even though I'm crazy super busy, and then I will make it every other 2 weeks. And also I will give you an idea and then how to use your Ubuntu, and after you probably have a partition or wipe him out, or you rather the operating system. So Ubuntu, somebody does not never heard about what the Ubuntu is. This is like a desktop operating system like a Windows 10 or Mac OS. Let me show you about the worldwide North America, which is I live in US and Canada for about 15 years. So let's see the North America market share. Windows 66.83 and OS X at 27.39, so which is a Mac OS. Chrome OS is a 2.94, and Linux is a 1.64, so unknown is a 1.19. So basically back to January 2016, Windows is almost 80% the market share, but right now it's down to 66%. So let's see the worldwide how it looks like. View chart. It takes a while to get it. So basically, the worldwide is still 77.02 is a Windows. OS X Mac OS Catalina is 1842, and Linux is 1.68. And then the chart shows that it takes some time to do it. I'm not sure why the chart does not display, but Linux is about the 1.7% market share over the world, and its occupancy is close to 90%. Right now it's down to 7702. So basically that's Ubuntu, and then it only occupies less than 2%, but I hope that it's some days it goes to 18 to 20%, and so over 50%. Like nobody knows that Android, when the iOS is pretty much the big occupancy from the beginning when Apple developed iOS, but right now is Android, the market share is higher than iOS, so that's what it is. So we will see how the powerful the Ubuntu has many the features. So in order to install Ubuntu, and then you can connect to the ubuntu.com, and then just go to download. So if you go to download the bar, and then you will see Ubuntu Desktop 2004 LTS, Ubuntu Server 2004 LTS. So basically every 6 months Ubuntu has been released a new version, but LTS stands for the long time support, so which is a 5-year support. So if you are considered to download Ubuntu, just don't download the version doesn't have a LTS on it. So that means that the trial version is only support for 6 months. So I had a chance to install the 17 Ubuntu 17.10 back to the 2017 October, and then actually it only supports 6 months. Then I was not able to upgrade the many things, but still usable. But there is some errors if you want to try to keep using it for security and so on and so on. So after you download the 2004 LTS, it create the ISO. So if you are put your ISO file to your computer, or just run your DVD if you have a DVD player, and then the Ubuntu just kind of this menu comes out. So um, So after you install the Ubuntu, there is a left side and right side. The left side is just you can just try and how it looks like Ubuntu, so it doesn't save much to your the USB, and then it's wiping out like a fresh memory. But the right side, then actually you are able to install Ubuntu. There are three different ways you install Ubuntu systems. And first thing is that if you are using PC, and then you can make another partition, or if you have other like the hard disk driver, and then if you open it up your computers, and you're able to put other hard disk, which is some SSDs or like a SATA drives and whatever you want to put in, and then and then you are able to have a different partition. So if you are going to either like Windows 10 or Ubuntu 2004, and then you can choose whatever you want, or like you can use a partition magic like a software, and then you can just with a one hard disk, and then you can break apart, and then sometimes if you might need to have a format, but with a partition magic with the other software, you are able to make a partition without the formatting your computers. So let's see how the Ubuntu looks like. So this is Ubuntu. So you see the Firefox, Firefox here, and then this is a Thunder. It's the same like Outlook, Thunderbird Mail. So it's a same setup like when you set up your POP3s or IMATF, and then actually the same setup, and it's pop up like this, and then also you can have like RSS or like the other things, and you can just get the messages and write, and it's pretty much same thing. So for example, the RSS, if you set it up the RSS feed, and then I should see the settings here like this, and then once you get the setup, and then it pop up like this way. So like CNN.com and Minnesota official believe they are white, so you click this one, and actually the website comes up, and those are just like a short view to see the just headline like this. So pretty much the same function like Windows, and I don't see any difference. It's either I'm using Mac OS or the other things. And also this file, if you go to the files and File Explorers, it's ready to open, and then actually all your things comes up. So this is a desktop. It's like your menu, document settings, the downloads, and your pictures and your videos, and then actually it can hook it up with your Google Drive. So your Google Drive, it's you can use like a actual disk drive or other disk breakdown like this, and then also you can hook it up with your network setup. So I have this many network other computer, so we can do the file sharing and NAS drive and things like that. So this is pretty much the similar. The other feature is in order to I just type the terminal. This is terminal. So that Linux, the Ubuntu used to Unix is used to be non GUI. So let's type the Unix command. ls is like you see the things, and cd music ls. So like this command something like that. You can just have many menus, and you can do many things in this terminal. So let's the snap store Snap. So first thing, what you're gonna do is install Snap Store, and then this Canonical's Snapcraft IO will pop up. So there is a way to install it. So this latest version is May 29th. So candidate. So let's do this. So sudo snap install snap store candidate. So I just copy and then paste to here, so you don't have to type all the command. Snap store is already installed. See snap health refresh. So there are lots of snap channel, snap edge, snap beta, snap candidate, snap stable, jail mode, classics. Man, there are lots of menus here. The other thing is you can see the other features that you can download many things. The only Office desktop editors is like the OneDrive. Those are Microsoft Office, and you have OBS Studios, which is you can video YouTubes and like lots of the open source software here, development tools, many things like that, and games using DOSBox, and you can use the old styles, the games and the applications. So for example, here I'm using DOSBox. I'm able to bring the old games that I used to play before 1995. So mount. Drive is mounted as a local directory. It's a D. So you can see all those menus. Go to home. Game. Those game. So back to before 1995, when Windows 95 comes in, and all the sound set up from those, and then you have to have a lots of typings. So this is the way how you set up the the speakers. So otherwise, then you play without this process, you are not able to start your phones. Let me see. This one has okay. So you are able to play strategic simulation, Panzer General. set up the speakers so I can hear the sound. So next one, I just want to play these games. So this game is free. It's called AD, ZeroID. So this is a ZeroID. It's pretty cool that you can play with this good. Single player. Matches. Start game. So that kind of simulations, all the architectural stuff, and then it comes with like this, and it's pretty fun. And those are free software, and then all the developers, and they have a chat and discussions, and make these wonderful games, and I really like this, so it's good. Pretty good. Exit. Yes. Continue. Exit. So next features that I wanna open it up, the menu, and then let's go to the explore Instagrams, Google Chromes, and lots of software you can install. And also you don't have to buy Microsoft Office as a monthly basis. So LibreOffice calculators is like Excel, LibreOffice Draw, and LibreOffice PowerPoint and Writers, and it's like all the combinations. You don't have to subscribe to Microsoft Office, as itself is 100% compatible with other Microsoft Excel version. So let me open it up and see how it goes. So this is basically the word, and then it goes to, and then you can write it with all different language. And also if you want to see LibreOffice calculations, and then it will comes up. So this is actually Excel. So you file, go recent document, and see the untitled. So basically, making chart and do the Excel is pretty much the same thing. And also I want to show you like Microsoft PowerPoint. It's not Microsoft PowerPoint, LibreOffice Impress. So Arduino, Beehive. So you make a new, the PowerPoint it will be 100% compatible. You can open it up, the recent documents. So this is really good LibreOffice. And also I want to share the PlayOnLinux. PlayOnLinux is a software that is supposed to the window application to view. So if you want to see the HWP viewer, that's basically window application, not Ubuntu Linux, but however you can open it up to run. And then its good thing is compared to the Oracle VM, this is you don't have to load the operating system. Actually it runs just along with the Ubuntu desktop. So if you run this, system pop up, and you are able to see so basically you can use many window application through the PlayOnLinux. So that's what designed for. And then not only you can then other things on Amazon, if you want to open up the Amazon Kindle, and then actually you can do. So all the window applications, many of them. Then you see the Amazon Kindle, it runs very well, and sometimes it has some like errors on it, but if you send it to the the Ubuntu Live support, and then Ubuntu just the forum, and then you are able to share all the errors, so they can go by the errors line by line. So basically you can see the library, so all the books that you purchased, and then you can see this Ubuntu desktop. So the many features that you do use a PlayOnLinux, not only this program for the third-party program, but also the ones in preset here. So this program actually you can open it up from the Linux after you download everything. So education, games, graphics, internet, multimedia, office, and others, and even though some are patches, and then you are able to run the system like through the PlayOnLinux. So let's close this. And then I'm gonna start doing the Oracle VM. So Oracle VM is actually VirtualBox, so you can play all different operating systems. So for example, if you want to add a new the version of the operating system like Linux or Windows or Mac or the IBM OS X, actually you can go new and name is IBM, and then you will see Linux, all the different version. You have a Solaris Unix, you can have a BSD, IBM OX, Mac OS, all the old versions by the up to the 10.13 High Sierra from Mac OS 32-bit, and then actually you can download it and you can play with this one from different operating systems. So this is pretty cool. For example, I have a Windows XP. I have some programs to run with a Windows XP. It doesn't run the Windows 10, so actually I installed the programs like operating systems. So let's see here how it works. So Windows XP, and even though it's Ubuntu running, this is emulators. So operating system emulators after you set it up. So like devices, and then optical drives here, or click and then audios and audio input network and USB webcams, share folders, input, keyboard, and view, the full screen view, machine setting like this. So basically you will set it up the whatever you want to see. You have like a base memory, the virtual memory, those are video memories, are also virtual memory. You can set it up the storage. So basically you can, after you set it up all that, you are able to install like your computer. So let's go into it. So you can play the many programs here. So for example, I bought this passport to 31 languages back to 1998. This one doesn't support any program before up to before XP. It only supports 95, 98 and XP, and then after that I was not able to play with this, but it works very well. It is 4 CDs, but actually I burn it like ISO files, and then after that I'm able to play all these things like a regular. So it works pretty well. Yeah, I don't see any restrictions that. Yeah, no restriction for this. There is some Visual Basic error, but actually it works pretty well. Yeah, this is the basic features that you can use the Windows XP, or if you are using your different languages, basically you have a room. So this is basically shut down, and also you go back to your Windows, and then Windows 98 Korean, and I'm gonna start this. So make sure that it supports your languages rather than English. If it's enter. So this Windows 98, Windows 2019 server, and then XPs and Windows 98. I install them all and I use it. So it supports the the different languages. So you are able to go into your systems here like this. It works very well. Yeah. So it works all good. So basically I'm doing this with you guys, and you know, I have a computer in the back, and actually this computer is a Mac, and then actually I'm using the multiple scenes back and forth. So after you making your own software, and then if you have someone's Ubuntu's, and then you can have some, you try to find this startup disk creators, and if you open this up, and then your make startup disk, and then you go to other, and then just have a new version of Ubuntu and disk to use, and you insert your USB drive, and then you are able to make a startup disk. So that disk startup disk you can start to use it to install your Ubuntu program. So I think in this video, and then this is pretty much the the top features that you can play with it. And actually I was able to download Apple II, those old styles. Let's go to Windows 98. Yeah, Windows 98. So some of program is Apple II, very old operating system. I used to play with it. That's back to 1988. So so I covered this. So this Apple II emulators is run with Microsoft Windows 98. So this is Apple II emulators. So I was able to play with these ones from my virtual machine. So this is runs pretty well. I also have a server. This is a Windows 2019 server. The trials 6 months version. So I'm able to play with all this. So that will help you to enhance your desktop functions. Thank you very much. I have 120 subscribers to support right now, but time goes by every 2 weeks, and I will research and find the good features to about Ubuntu use, so it will be beneficial for your either the workplace or your home, enjoying and kind of things that I want to find the better things to you. So if you subscribe it, and actually I will make more of effort to shows the better video to you guys.